his family gathered by his old kitchen table. With papers in their hand, they were thinking he wasn't able. They told him he was getting old and he couldn't keep his home or land. So they insisted, you're better off in a new home. You get a new room, you can have a new TV and an old-fashioned telephone. But he resisted. This is my home, I will be there alone.
In his youth he had walked through bullets and enemy fire, while in a well-worn uniform of military green attire, he was protecting his country so we all can be free.
And he wasn't gonna end up a forgotten old man in a bed on a life-prolonging machine. That wasn't the future he had foreseen. Not for this metal hero and free Marine. There'll be no white walls, no sterile halls, no locked-up afternoon. Just the hum of tires on the highway and the rising of the moon. It was freedom's call and a man living his way, instead of living caged behind a wall, sad one day.
He signed the final papers at his family's request, but he secretly put that money where it served his spirit best, hidden in banks unknown so his spirit could roam.
He looked over his house one last time from behind its wooden front door, knowing it wouldn't be his anymore, and a new home wouldn't be a prison for a minute more.
'Cause a nursing home is a sad and lonely way to die, watching family from his pictures as the world passes by. So he grabbed his coat and headed for the bank in town,
to take his life's work back before they tried to shut him down. There'll be no white walls, no sterile halls, no locked-up afternoon. Just the hum of tires on the highway and the rising of the moon. It was freedom's call and a man living his way, instead of living caged behind a wall, sad one day. So he went down to the local branch and closed his account. Didn't leave a penny, not a nickel of the sales amount.
he threw a bag in the truck bed, threw house keys on the shelf, and left to find a version of the world he could live by himself.
He traded in the nursing home for the yellow center line, taking back his freedom
while he still got some time.
He's a soldier of the highway, now a hero free on the road. A light heart and a heavy truck with no more heavy load.
He checks in each night under a neon sign when the westward sun begins to set.
There are faces in the lobby that he hasn't even met. He ain't alone in diners or the parking lots at night. He's surrounded by the living in the glow of freedom's light. There'll be no white walls, no sterile halls, no locked-up afternoon. Just the hum of tires on the highway and the rising of the moon. It was freedom's call and a man living his way, instead of living caged behind a wall, sad one day. He thinks about his lady, how she passed so long ago.
She'd have been right by his side too, she would have wanted to go.
He knows the end is coming, whether here in a chair,
but he'd rather meet his end in the open mountain air.
If the sheriff finds him parked out where the purple clover grows,
at least he'll send him home in his Sunday best clothes.
He fought for the right to choose where he died, underneath a roof or an endless open blue sky.
It's the quality of his last minutes, not the quantity of years. It's a veteran's final victory instead of a prisoner's tears.
So he slipped away at midnight down the highway, just a taillight in the rain. He will die a free American, and he never will feel the chain holding down a forgotten man. He will be free to roam again until his end.
No, he never will feel a cage
locked up afternoon, just the hum of tires on the highway and the rising of the moon. It was freedom's call and a man living his way, instead of living caged behind a wall, sad one day.